back, we're going to be joined by a local real estate expert. We've got Kristen Crabtree, who's going to join us from Century 21 Hometown Realty. Her home office, I misspoke, it's actually Pismo Beach is the home office. And so we're going to have her come on. She's got a lot of really interesting thoughts that she's going to share with us, answer a few of your questions. We hope you'll call in 543-8830.
Well, I actually have a question for you guys.
Sure.
We were talking during the commercial break a little bit about something that's, I think, really relevant to me personally and also to a lot of people that I've talked about, and that is the lending options for a self-employed person. A lot of realtors struggle with this because they write off so much of their income, and other self-employed people do as well. And it becomes really challenging to make that adjustment tax-wise. I did it. It took me years to actually claim more income on my taxes so that I was in a position where I could buy things, houses, whatever. And so can you speak to that a little bit?
Yeah, we have several programs for, and these are really, they match up perfectly for the self-employed borrower. Again, you obviously are earning money throughout the year, and the idea is to earn as much money as you can, but when it comes time to pay your taxes, to have that tax bill as small as possible. So many times banks were averaging out 2 years worth of tax returns to come up with your monthly income. And sometimes one year is better than the other, and that may, if the previous year was better, then it might, benefit you. But if your business is continuing to grow, that may potentially hurt you. So looking at programs which we do offer that offer self-employed borrowers to only provide 1 year worth of tax returns has been really good for a lot of self-employed borrowers. It also puts them in a position maybe before they get to the point where they're filing their tax returns, where they come in and sit down with us and say, okay, this is sort of the price range that I'm looking. What do we need to make these tax returns look like? If I came to you after April 15th with the tax return of this amount, where would we be looking? And it really gives them some insight as far as possibly maybe not using all of the deductions that they could that particular year, maybe paying a little bit more in tax, but showing additional income and then qualifying for a home. So we do see and advise some of our clients with respects to that as well. And then we also do have some programs that we were talking about where they call them asset loans, where if you've got enough money in the bank, and this particular guideline that I was looking at yesterday was $100,000 in the bank, a loan amount between $417 and $640, and you're putting down 30%, there's no income verification. So, I mean, you talk about a self-employed borrower who's been in business for 1 year and you don't have to provide a tax return as long as you've got the funds in the bank to show, hey, we've got some liquidity here, we've got $100,000, and we've got some money to put down. That's an opportunity that a buyer wouldn't have had otherwise. So those guidelines are loosening up, and they're always changing, and that's the beautiful thing. So if you're not sure exactly where you stand with respects to that, give us a call and we can definitely go over those financing options with you and really lay out all the options on the table and then advise you, on the best course of action moving forward at that point.
Chuck, I'm really excited about this endeavor that Kristen's taking. I'm really happy for her to take a year off. I'm really excited that she felt we could take care of her clients.
Yeah, she deserves the time off, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a big undertaking, but
it is.
yeah, and
it
to
is.
maintain her level of service and what she's been doing for her clients will be a lot of work, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm happy for her as well.
It takes two of us to take your place.
Yeah, and it could take even more, but we're going to give it a shot.
It could.